What's good? This is Marcus the Fingaz back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk all about TrapTune from Soundevice Digital. Before we get into all of that, go to thefingaz.com/free plugins. Check out my free plugins gear guide where you can have access to a bunch of free plugins that you can use in your musical productions and audio mixing stuff. So let's get into it. I have a song that I'm working on. It's called Touchdown. I have a hook that I wrote. It's kind of a terrible hook. Actually, the beat I made is actually a demo for the Soundiron Voltage Bass plugin. So shout out to Soundiron. In this video, we're going to actually talk about a tuning plugin that you can use for your vocal mixing and things like that. It's called TrapTune from Soundevice Digital. Before we actually get into that, let's play what I have for the hook here. I just recorded this in like a vocal template I use in Logic. So here we go. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, when I'm around. In your town, it's about to go down, when I touch down. When I touch down in your town, it's about to go down, when I'm around. In your town, it's about to go down, when I touch down. Not the world's best hook, but it is what it is. This is actually a template that I use for vocal mixing. I'll talk about this in a whole nother video. But I'm recording the vocals here, and then I do it on my hook track here, and then I have all of these settings here on the left here in Logic. I have a level meter going into noise gate, going to pitch correction, to EQs and de-essers and compressors and all kinds of stuff to get my vocal to where it needs. And then I have different sends for effects. We have widen, compression, reverb, delay, things like that going on over here. Again, I'll talk about that in another video. What we're going to talk about specifically, if you might have heard my voices slightly or way out of tune, I don't care, that's how I sound. What we're going to do is let's put it on. I'm going to create a new audio track here, and I'm going to copy this over, and we're going to see if we can just do some tuning stuff. So I'm going to go to Audio Units, Soundevice is like one word, Digital, and we're going to look at, you see I have another plugin called Front DAW, but we're talking about TrapTune. We're going to open that up. We're going to put it in stereo. We'll see what we can mess around with here. And as you can see, the plugin, there's a lot of stuff going on here. You can actually resize it, which I actually like about plugins. I've mentioned that in the past. I love how you can resize things. And what we're going to do is I'm going to put a loop on my vocal here, and we're going to see if we can just play around with some effects. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down. So let's look at some presets. Let's look at some of the presets here. You have Alberto, you have Root, you have some, let me make this bigger so we can see some of these things. You have some other presets from some other great people here. Pop vocals, screwed vocals, outro voice. You have some seventh box, smooth male. So you can actually create harmonies and layers with your vocals with this plugin. So I'm going to just play it and go through some of the presets, and we'll see what happens. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, Town's about to go down, when I touch down. In your town, it's about to go down. I actually like that sort of amp effect there. Touchdown. In your town, it's about to go down, So what's really great about this plugin is if you already have built-in effects, so you don't have to, I don't have to use those effects that I have on the other channel there. I can just use the plugin TrapTune here. I can have reverb, distortion, delay, all built in. I can also, like you heard in some of those presets, have my vocal layered with other vocals, like an octave below, a third below. I can create vocal harmonies using it. Let's go through some other settings here. I'm going to replay. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down. I like that stereo widening effect. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, when I'm around. In your town, it's about to go down, when I touch down. In your town, it's about to go down, when I'm around. So I'm going to go to the initialize preset, and I'm going to go to close. Actually, I didn't select that. We'll go to the initial preset, close here. And what we're going to do is we are going to just mess with some settings here. I know that my song is in B flat minor because that's what I put in the file name of the track. So let me see if I can put this in a key here. We're going to go to key. It helps to know a little bit of music theory. So B flat minor. I'm looking for B flat. I see B minor. I see B. B flat is also A sharp, so I happen to know that's the same thing. So I'm going to choose A sharp minor. We're just going to mess with the tune in option. Touchdown in your town. It's about to go down, go down. When I'm around in your town, it's about to go. So you start hearing some of that effect. There are some other plugins that do similar things, of course, like Melodyne and Autotune. This is just another option, and this also has some other effects. So we're going to go through some of the other effects. So TrapTune, what you can do is turn up the intensity. I can change the speed and the style if I just wanted to be more natural voice or more of the hard robotic sound that you were hearing. I can also transpose. Let's go up an octave. Touchdown in your town. And then I can do a formant shift. That it basically changes the character of the voice, so I can make me sound like more of a female. Touchdown in your town. Or more like boyish male. We'll keep that at 0. And then if you want, you can keep the formants. Touchdown in your town. So you have some options there. Next, we have stereo voice. So I can make add a second voice here, and I can make that stereo. I can have that be a different octave, transpose it to a 3rd or a 5th. So let's play with some of those settings, and you'll see as I tweak the settings here. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, go down. When I'm around in your town, it's about to go down. I actually like that effect. It's really effective, especially if you just want to highlight a certain section with that sort of octave lower thing. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down. Yeah, I like that. That's actually kind of fun. I like it. Let's try a different. Let's try. I don't know if it doesn't look like it tells you the exact note you're on. You know, this is an octave, so if that's 12, I wonder if there's 12 knobs here. Let's say I wanted it to be like a 5th. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, go down. When I'm around in your. So I think each notch here is 2, so that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. But it would help to have exact numbers. So if I wanted to do a 5th, I can sort of go in between and start instead of trying to guess. I think that's between there. It would help to have like some type of number indicator to tell me like I'm at a 5th, perfect 5th. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, go down. When I'm around in your town, it's about to go down. When I touch down, when I touch down. For some reason, it's not letting me move this slider right now, but it might be a setting that I'm forgetting here. That turns it off. But yeah, let's turn that off, and then maybe, I don't know, I might be missing something there on my end, but yeah, very powerful. I really like the octave down and octave up effect here, and then stereo rising that. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, go down. So you can hear that going on. Next, we have distortion. So let's just play with these knobs here. Nothing too crazy going on here. You have drive and dry wet. Touchdown in your town. So I can do like a parallel distortion if I just have a little bit going on here, maybe about what is that, about 25-ish%. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down. So you start seeing the character developing in the voice itself. Next, we'll go to the reverb here. We'll play around with some of those. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down. What I really like is that you have this duck feature. So if you don't know what ducking is, it's basically when the voice is playing, you won't hear the reverb, but then when there's a silence, the reverb will come in. I really like that that's built into this plugin instead of having to load up another plugin and then load up a compressor so that it bypasses the plugin when the voice is playing and then it comes off. It's all built in here very, very naturally. So I like that. Let's play with some more of these settings here. So with the 100% reverb, you hear the reverb cutting out when the vocal is playing. That's because it's doing that ducking feature. But I wouldn't use it maybe at that level, at least not on the actual vocal track. So I'm going to do something like this. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, go down. When I'm around. I really like how it's shaping up. Here's the thing. I actually didn't really like the hook. You know, I wrote it just for this video, whatever. I'm actually liking it more because of the effects I'm putting on the vocals. So that's crazy. So we're going to go to delay. You have some similar settings. You have dry, wet. Again, that ducking feature. Then you have feedback, which is how many times the delay will feed back into itself. Then you can adjust the length according to the tempo of your beat. So you have half note, quarter note, or whole note, eighth note, 16th, 32nd, 64th. Then you can do straight. I'm sure that probably says triplet, maybe dotted. Ooh, nailed it. See, it helps to know a little bit bit of, music theory, a little bit of production knowledge, production techniques. So, like straight, triplet, dotted. I can't get into all those options right now, but let's just play the delay and see what we can come up with. So you can hear the delay right away. Again, with the ducking feature all the way up at 100%, when the vocal's not playing, you hear the delay kick in. You hear how the delay fades in after the vocal stops playing. I definitely wouldn't use it at that extreme, and not that much. Let's see. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, go down. So really more subtle. I would use it more subtly. Let's try the reverb with that. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down. One thing I missed on the reverb, it looks like you have a low pass filter, so this will probably cut off, I'm guessing it'll cut off the high notes. I don't know what frequency it is or anything like that, but again, play around with those options. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down. And then finally, we have the bottom section, which seems to be input, output, and then a little bit of an EQ, high pass filter. Let's see what that does. If I increase the input, it's basically what's coming into the plugin. Touchdown in your town. As you can see there, or going into this bypassing. And then if I increase the output, touchdown, I believe that'll be the output from the plugin. So you can adjust that accordingly, or you can just leave it where it is at the 50% mark. Touchdown in your town. So in a way, this one plugin actually sort of helps to replace a lot of these plugins I have in the vocal channel strip, and also the sends and delays. So if you see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sends. I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 things on the track. I could probably cut out about at least half of them, if not more, and I only would need 2 or 3 of them, because a lot of those plugins, a lot of stuff that stuff is doing is built in to TrapTune. So let's play through the vocal track here. I called it Touchdown when I made the beat, yeah, that'll be it. Here we go. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, go down. When I'm around in your town, it's about to go down. When I touch down, when I touch down in your town, it's about to go down, go down. When I'm around in your town, it's about to go down. When I touch down. This is Marcus the Fingaz. This has been TrapTune. Shout out to Soundevice Digital. They did provide this plugin at no charge for me to review, and I love it. Again, a great alternative to pitch correction that you use in your DAW, a great alternative to other options like Melodyne and Auto-Tune. I'm definitely going to use this a lot more. It also replaces a lot of plugins that I have in my vocal channel strip, so be on the lookout for that in future videos. Shout out to TrapTune. Go to defingaz.com/free plugins. Check out my free plugins gear guide to check out some great free plugins that you can use in your musical productions. I'm going to play that hook one more time because, like I said, I didn't like it at first until after I threw all these effects on there, and it's making me love it a little bit more. It's getting kind of catchy. It was just something I just wrote just for this video. I'm gonna play it one more time and then we'll be out. Be safe and be well, everyone. All right, peace. Touchdown in your town, it's about to go down, go down. When I'm around in your town, it's about to go down. When I touch down, when I touch down in your town.